Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the month of July. Today is the 21st of June, and I have a few things to share with you before we get to the crux of the matter here with the cards. First thing that I want to do is I want to share a vision that I had for you during my meditation. So I'm going to look at that for you, Cancer. So at the start of the vision, I felt my arms slipping through the sleeves of a heavy winter coat. And I looked over at myself, believe it or not. It was very interesting. I was seeing myself from multiple vantage points. I was in my own body in the vision, but then I looked at myself as well on the outside. So I looked over at myself, the other side of myself, Cancer, and let this apply as it applies to you, and I'm going to use me, my first person pronouns here to explain the vision, but this vision is for you, Cancer, so take it where it resonates. Now, at the start of the vision, like I said, I slipped my arms through the sleeves of a heavy winter coat, and I looked at another aspect of myself, another side of myself that was representing itself as another person. And I looked at myself and I said, "You're gonna need a coat. It's freezing." And then I said to myself, "I'll be fine. I'm fine. I'll be fine." And I was wearing shorts and a tank top. I walked out the front door and there was like multiple feet of snow. It was freezing. So I ran back into the house. I looked at the other part of myself, and the part of myself that was wearing the jacket was like, yeah, it's not California. And then the other side of me that was wearing the shorts was like, I think I'll stay home. The me wearing the jacket said, your loss. And then the part of me that stayed home was looking through the blinds, and I was wearing sunglasses. Looking through the blinds, passing time, writing rhymes. I was writing this down on a piece of paper. It was just showing that I was trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I felt like I couldn't leave the house. And so I was writing poetry about it, basically. And the whole feeling of this vision too, Cancer, let me just say, it's kind of supposed to feel confusing and disorienting. I think that's the point. The fact that I was looking at these different aspects of myself and seeing myself through the eyes of my own self from different vantage points, like the one that was wearing the jacket and doing the quote unquote right thing. Then there was the other side of me that was like rebellious and is like, screw this. I'm just going to stay home. And stay home was a metaphor for, it's like the saying, go big or go home, sort of a thing. And so I went home, literally, in the vision. Back to this. So I threw the pad of paper that said, wearing sunglasses, looking through the blinds, passing time, writing rhymes. I threw the piece of paper, the pad of paper, rather, and I was just like, what the hell am I doing here? And I was still rhyming. I was still just trying to make the best out of it. And then I heard this voice that said, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And it echoed. It was like, it was a revelation. It was an epiphany. It was a moment, Cancer. The truth will set you free. And I looked around and I was like, is that my angel? Is that an angel talking to me? Is that God? The voice that was coming to me, the truth will set you free. Who's there? And then I turned and I saw another aspect of me leaning on the side of the wall, just eating a bag of chips, laughing and saying, no, it's just me. I'm the one who said that. The truth will set you free, which is another aspect. So there was 3 different aspects of myself in this vision being presented as these different the way I was seeing it was different. The first one was doing the quote-unquote right thing. The second one was doing the quote-unquote wrong thing by staying home. Then this third one that was giving the voice of reason here, the wisdom, the truth will set you free, was nonchalantly eating chips. Okay, Cancer, so this is the imagery. And then... And I'm going to open this mail here. Then this other aspect of me that was eating the chips pulled out this sword, gave it to me, and I knew it was the Ace of Swords. I knew it was the Ace of Swords, right? And here's the visual aids. The third aspect of me gave me the sword, and as I took the sword, there was this card. The Six of Wands was taped on the side of the blade. The truth will set you free. And as I was looking at the Six of Wands, I knew that that's what would make me successful in the vision. Okay, so that was a mouthful. Said what I needed to say. So now let's get to the reading. Sometimes you just gotta get it out, Cancer. Look, 3-3 right here. Sometimes you just gotta get it out. Sometimes you just gotta say what you need to say, right, Cancer? Say what you need to say. 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 For Cancer, the readings spanning from today, June 21st, through the end of July 2022. I find it interesting because this card I noticed multiple times in the deck when I was shuffling. Wow, okay. Let's just put these here. See, the first card out is the Seven of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords and the Tower and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. With the Empress. And the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Oh my god. Okay, so the only thing stopping you, Cancer, is yourself. But I think you already know that. And I'm hoping that vision, the confusion of that vision, I'm hoping that helped you place why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling. And it's not to say that you're hiding something or you're being sneaky or you're being deceptive. Usually the Seven of Swords has a negative connotation where it's like, oh, you know, it's somebody's cheating on you or somebody's lying or whatever. And of course it can mean all those things, right? That's why we have it in the deck. That exists in the world, so that's why we need it. I'm choking on my own spit here, Cancer. And so this is the interesting thing that I see here. And then I'll get to these three cards here in a moment. But the interesting thing I'm seeing here is it's like you are actually racing towards the Seven of Swords. You want to reveal yourself to the world. You want to speak your truth. You want to show. You don't want to hide yourself, in other words. And I think that that's good. I really do, because that was the point of the vision. It was all about showing that the thing that you've been hiding, and there could be a very good reason for why you've been hiding an aspect of yourself. We had three aspects of you in that vision. There were three sides of you from all different angles here. And two of them were wanting you to step up to the plate. Two of them were on a similar team. The one eating the bag of chips and the one who did the right thing and went out with wearing their jacket in the appropriate weather. You know, they were following the rules, they were doing the right thing. And then the person with the chips that came in last, telling you that the truth will set you free with this Ace of Swords, that person was trying to help free you from this Seven of Swords here. And it's not to say that you have been deceptive because you wanted to, number one, or because you were trying to be sneaky, okay, number two. Number three, with this Five of Swords Tower connection, what I'm seeing here is there's a reason why you had to hide yourself, because there is the Tower and the Five of Swords. That's not a good energy. With the Ace of Swords, it shows me this is why you hid your truth, because of this. And still, you're racing towards the big reveal. Still, even though you have Five of Swords and the Tower, which is, it's like, it's a revealing energy here with the Tower and the Ace of Swords. It's the sudden revelation, the sudden revealing of this truth. And I think that there's an element here of you fearing what could happen because of this. And yet you still race towards it with perseverance. And we do have the Empress here. So, but I do want to kind of move these to the side a little bit. That's kind of a side message. I want to kind of focus on these cards here. Okay. So this is the why. Why you hide yourself, or why did you hide an aspect of yourself at the very least? It's because of this here. Okay, we know that now. So let's look at these for Cancer. The World. Beautiful. So you are coming out. You are coming out. And that could be literal, since we are in Pride Month. I'm LGBT myself, so if that's the case, please it's okay. If that's not what it is, then it's whatever aspect of yourself that you've been having to be sneaky about. You've had to hide it. You've had to have strategy here so that people couldn't hurt you. That's coming to a close here. That's coming to a close with the World. You're not going to have to be in this energy anymore. See, that's like in the vision that I saw, you were looking through the blinds, wearing sunglasses, writing poetry. And there was this element of paranoia. But that's coming to a close here with the World, Cancer. The High Priestess. See, the High Priestess is knowing all of this already. So you are aware of all of this. Sometimes the High Priestess is a card of not speaking here. So you don't have to feel like you have to stand on the world stage and reveal this. You can even just keep it to yourself. Revealing, accepting something in yourself sometimes is enough to bring the true change. You don't always have to, come out like that, quote unquote, come out. And like I said, it might not, you might not be LGBT. Let's include everybody. LGBTQ QIA+. I gotta say the whole thing. You may not be, it could be something else. So whatever that is, there's a knowing and an understanding and an acceptance here with the high priestess, with the world, where you're becoming okay with you. Okay. So protect yourself here if you need to. Take the time and space that you need. And there will be a community waiting for you, is what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Cups. When you have ended this once and for all, and excuse the noise out there, they're doing a bunch of construction and stuff. Once you have brought this to an end from the 7 to the 10, there's a community waiting for you that's going to make you feel very happy. But take time to balance yourself now with the Temperance card, because there has been an element of loss here. There has been an element of being left out in the cold. 5-5. There has been battles. There has been a feeling of like, my life is falling apart because of your truth. You can stay silent for a while, Cancer. That's my point with the High Priestess. You don't have to... Yeah, while you're finishing up your journey here, and we had the Ten of Swords before, see, this guy, he's not quite to the house yet. I'm giving you permission to stay silent. You can stay silent until you finish your journey here. You don't have to shout this from the rooftops yet, or ever if you don't want to. But I think the point of this reading is saying the first step to this is acceptance. The High Priestess, she knows, she understands, and oftentimes she just sits silently here. Okay. But there is an end to a cycle here that has just been 5 of Swords and Tower again and again and again because of this truth. Whatever it may be. It could be something small. It could be something big. Regardless, you're coming to the end of a journey here with the 10 of Wands. For Cancer. What is that song that's coming to me? Just a second, Cancer. Look, there's that 3 of Cups again. There's a community waiting for you, Cancer. Let me just get this song lyric. Yeah, it's At Last by Etta James. And specifically, here it is. At last, my love has come along. Remember we saw the Ace of Cups before? My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. That's... Hey, look at you. Yeah, the main part of the song that I was hearing was, at last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. That's low. And life is like a song. See? At last. At last. See? At last. At last. My love has come along. It's community. It's acceptance. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Life is like a song, Cancer. That's the energy here that's coming in for you. And it's because you raced boldly towards accepting yourself here with the world and the high priestess and your own journey of releasing of your burdens. This is nobody else's journey but yours. I want to make that clear. But there is a community waiting for you when you're ready to speak. The King of Swords, and you saw that. It fell right on top of the Seven of Swords. Have a strategy when it comes to this Ace of Swords. See how he's holding the sword. And here, the sword is being held as well. Sword, sword, sword. This is the same sword. Okay. The same sword that cut you is now the sword that you're holding. I'm hearing Excalibur. Isn't that the sword in the stone? Excalibur sword. Excalibur sword is the legendary sword of King Arthur, sometimes also attributed with magical powers or associated with the rightful sovereignty of Britain. It was associated with the Arthurian legend very early on. See, that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. This is a magical sword now. This with the same sword that cut you. Now, the sword that you carry, it's a magic sword now. So, don't be afraid of this. The tower with the world is like a good thing. See, that same tower energy that caused you to like collapse in the past will be the same energy that will be like an explosion of truth that will help bring like light to the world. And we do have the Hierophant here, which is a card of teaching. Okay, so yeah, the Excalibur sword right here with the Ace of Swords. And remember, in the vision, this sword, there was a Six of Wands attached to it. And as I'm saying that, we have the Nine of Cups, which is a dream come true. I mean, he's happy, he's satisfied, he's fulfilled. He has all these 9 cups filled up here with this yellow all around him. And see, there's yellow here as well. So instead of this being a card of hiding yourself, it's now a card of strategy with the King of Swords. Sometimes we need to use strategy in order to, A, protect ourselves, but also to help bring a specific message out. But you're going through your own process, Cancer, and I don't want you to rush anything. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see if we can move these over a bit. Make a little room. Take that as a message, Cancer. Make a little room. Make a little room for amazing things to happen here. Where there has been pain and war after war after war in the past. See, in the past, as I'm saying that, we have the Six of Cups with the Emperor. This could be with a father figure. This could be, we saw the Hierophant. This could be in a religious context because I did mention LGBTQIA+. Gotta say it for everybody. sort of things. It's Pride Month, okay? This could be a father, this could be a pastor, this could be a boss, this could be just an authoritarian presence that you have carried with you, Cancer, from a certain maybe belief system, because we had the Hierophant before. Whatever it is. And there goes that card. Whatever it is, it's coming to a close with the world. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. See, that's why you were looking through the blinds with the moon. You don't know what's going to happen, but this is what we're seeing. Behind the moon is a sneak peek. Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. I'm just hearing the reckoning here. Because we have the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Judgment card with the Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Seeing your life from a new perspective and building something based off of the reckoning, the revelation, the seeing your own self in a new light here with the Hanged Man, and planning for your future based off of a new path. Not based off of this Nine of Swords. This Nine of Swords it's this energy. It's the Five of Swords with the Tower, where it just, I'm actually seeing this card as I'm touching this Tower card. It's like I'm hearing it was just heartbreak after heartbreak again and again. And it just, every time I built myself up, they knocked me down again with this Five of Swords Tower energy. But you were always the truth, Cancer. You're hiding yourself to protect yourself is a lot different than what this card could mean in other contexts, like we talk about, as somebody cheating on somebody lying, all that stuff. You know, people love to use this card to talk tabloids in the tarot community, and I haven't even been here for that long, but I've seen that. That's not what I'm talking about here. This, you were forced to have a strategy to protect yourself here. But it's not that you weren't brave. It's that there was a reason that you had to protect yourself. So I'm just here to validate you. And also to say with this Moon, Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles energy here, behind this moon, you know, don't stop. Keep going here with the Nine of Wands with your strategy to move forward, because behind this is fast action and success and stability here, where you're okay to stand on your own 2 feet now, despite all of this. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. What's the advice for Cancer here? I mean, we've had advice throughout, but, you know, what can be said here? The Seven of Cups with the Two of Wands. You need to make a decision. See where it fell? You need to, with the Two of Wands and the Judgment card here, you need to make the decision for yourself. And this is part of that acceptance with this Seven of Cups here with the World and the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands. This is all about you right now, Cancer. This is not about the world, literally, with the World card. This is about you. And see, 7-7. The Seven of Cups is about the Seven of Swords here, where you felt like you've had to hide yourself because of this. And I understand that more than anybody, because I've struggled with the same exact thing regarding my sexuality and religious factors and lots of things, which I'll explain another day. But what I'm seeing here is the only thing you got to focus on, Cancer, this month is not all of this other stuff. It's finishing your own journey of acceptance and then picking which direction you're going to go with the Seven of Cups here and the Two of Wands, choosing which cup is a good way for you to travel now, and what you want to do with that now is the way forward for you, Cancer. and finishing up this journey. Really, it's a journey of acceptance, and that's why I'm titling this video, The Truth Will Set You Free. Because it's about your truth. It's not about anybody else's opinions about it. They left you feeling like this. It's time to let these wands go, and it's looking like the way to do that is to just wake up to your own self here and just take the time you need to focus in on your path and make it home to this house with all these wands. He can finally lay his burdens down. It's the end of the road here. 10 of Wands with the World. It's the end of the road, and you know that. And I think that scares you a bit. And you know, maybe you'll find yourself thinking things like, you know, I don't know how to live now because I've been so used to having to live in hiding with whatever this is. But it's over. And you know that. And the King of Swords energy is here to help guide you in a better direction for yourself. This King of Swords energy with the Ace of Swords will help you choose which direction is best for you to go now in your life, in your new life. So much love to you, Cancer. I'm going to go over to Patreon and do your extended now. So if you'd like to join us over on Patreon, you can click the link in the top of the description and head on over to Patreon to get your extended. Much love to you, Cancer, and all the success in the world. I am so proud of you for coming into this new sense of self and into your truth and into acceptance. You're almost there. This is the 11th hour. This is the last leg of the journey before you can pick where you're gonna go next. So much love to you, Cancer, and until next time, take care.